Okay, chapter 9, chapter number 12, sound. Today we'll learn that is sound waves are the longitudinal waves. Okay, so for that, as shown in the figure, we take the spring. Okay, as shown in figure, we take the spring, that is sling, it is known as. Now we have to hold one end and you hold the other end. Okay, as shown in the figure. Then give it sharp push towards your friend. So here, that is if you move your hand pushing and pulling the sling, that is spring, alternately, what will you observe here? So here you observe that the springs start moving in the forward and backward direction parallel to the direction of propagation of the disturbance. Okay, again I repeat that. So as one figure, you have take the spring and ask your friends to hold one end and you hold the other end. Now stretch the slinky or the spring as shown in the figure A, then give it push towards your friend as shown in the figure B. So if you move your hand pushing and pulling the spring alternately, then what will you have to observe? So the spring start moving in the forward and backward direction parallel to the direction of propagation of the disturbance. Okay. So here from this activity, here, as shown in the figure, the regions where the coil becomes closer are known as the compressions. That is C. C means compression. The regions where the coils become closer are called the compressions. And the regions where the coils are further apart are called the rarefaction. That is R. Okay. So that is here compression and the rarefaction. So the region where the coils become closer are known as the compression, and the regions where the coils are further apart are known as the rarefaction. Here the sound propagate in the medium as a series of compression and the rarefactions. And these waves are called the longitudinal waves. Okay. The particles here they do not move from one place to other places, but they simply oscillate back and forth about their mean position of the rest. And due to this reason, sound waves are the longitudinal waves. There is also another type of the wave, it is known as the transverse wave. In a transverse wave, the particles oscillate up and down. Particle oscillate up and down about their mean position as their wave travel. For example, light wave. Light wave is a transverse wave. Okay, so here there is longitudinal waves as well as the transverse wave. Okay, in transverse wave there is particles oscillate up and down. Okay, about their mean position is known as the transverse wave. Example, light wave. Okay, now next we'll take the characteristics of a sound wave. So, in this topic, we discuss about the frequency, amplitude, as well as the speed. So, for that, we discuss about this figure that is here the sound wave in graphic form. Okay, density and pressure changes. Density as well as pressure changes when sound wave moves in a medium. So, here above and below the average value of the density as well as pressure, that is figure A and figure B represent the density and pressure variation. Density and pressure variations. Here, sound wave propagate in the medium. Okay, as shown in the figure here, sound wave propagate in the medium. And with these reasons here, that is density is variation. Here, compression, that is C. C means compressions. Compression are the region where the particles are crowded together. Particles are closely together. Okay, and represented by the upper portion. It is represented by the upper portion of the curve. Okay, compression are the region where the particles are crowded together and the represented by the upper portion of the curve. Okay, as shown in figure C, that is third number. And the peak represented. Okay, the peak represents the region of maximum compression. Okay, that is the maximum compressions. And compressions are region where the density as well as pressure is high. Okay, pressure is high. While in rarefaction, that is below side. Okay, rarefactions are the region of lower pressure where the particles are spread apart and are represented by the valley. It is known as the valley. So here, lower portion of the curve. Okay, a peak is called the crest. Okay, the upper you can observe that in figure C, that is the peak value. That is the peak is called the crest, and the valley is called the trough of the wave, as shown in the figure C. Crest and the trough. So peak is called the crest, and the valley is called the trough of a wave. Here, the distance between two consecutive compression, the distance between the two consecutive compression is known as the wavelength lambda. Okay, so you can be observed that wavelength lambda. The distance between two consecutive compression is called the wavelength as shown in the figure C. Here the wavelength is usually represented by lambda. Okay, the Greek letter lambda. The SI unit is meter. Okay, SI unit is the meter. Though now next we discuss about the frequency. Okay, again I repeat that is here the source of the sound, it is a speaker. The particles are very crowded. Okay, so pressure is increases, density is increases, so it is known as the compression. While in the rarefaction, that is capital R. Okay, this rarefaction, here the particles spreads away. Okay, the particles are spread away to each other, and due to this reason the pressure is lower and density is also lower. So this area, it is known as the rarefaction. Okay, and in this figure C, that is a peak. Peak is called the crest, and the valley is called the trough of the wave. Now, the distance between two consecutive compression, the distance between two consecutive compression, it is known as the wavelength, and the symbol of wavelength is the lambda, and SI unit of this wavelength, it is a meter. Okay. Now we discuss about the frequency. The number of waves produced per second. The number of waves produced per second, it is known as the frequency. Okay, the number of waves produced per second, it is known as the frequency. Now here, for example, we take suppose you are beating a drum. Okay, so how many times you are beating the drum per unit time? How many times you are beating the drum per unit time, it is known as the frequency. Okay, frequency of your beating the drum. Now as we know that when sound is propagated through the medium, the density of the medium oscillate between the maximum value as well as the minimum value, and the number of such oscillations per unit time, it is known as the frequency of the sound wave. Okay, the number of such oscillations per unit time, it is known as the frequency of the sound wave. And the frequency, symbol of frequency, that is Hz. Okay, that is a Greek letter, that is nu. Okay, here nu is the frequency, and the SI unit of hertz, it is Hz, capital H and small z. So frequency is nothing but the number of waves produced per second. The number of waves produced per second, it is known as the frequency. Okay, suppose we take an example, that is suppose you are beating the drum. Now how many times you are beating the drum per unit time, it is known as the frequency. Okay, of your beating the drum. Now, when sound is propagated through the medium, the density of the medium oscillate between the maximum value as well as the minimum value. Okay, the number of such oscillations per unit time, it is known as the frequency of the sound wave, and generally it is represented as a nu. Frequency is, the symbol is nu, Greek letter and nu, that is nu. Okay, and SI unit is the hertz. Symbol is capital H, small z. It is a hertz. Okay. Now, the next term, that is the time taken for one complete oscillations in the density of the medium. It is known as the time period. Okay, time period, that is capital T. So, The time taken for complete one oscillations, time taken to complete the one oscillations in the density of the medium, it is called the time period, okay, of the sound wave. Now it is represented by the symbol that is capital T. So capital T, it is the time period, and SI unit of time period, that is second, small s. Here the relation between the frequency and the time period, that is f. Okay, f is equal to nu is equal to 1 upon t. Okay, f equal to nu is equal to 1 upon t. Okay, so these are the relation between the frequency as well as the time period. F is equal to nu is equal to 1 upon t, where t is the time period, f is the frequency. Okay, f is equal to nu is equal to 1 upon t. For example, we take example that is violin and flute. Okay, violin and flute may both be played at the same time in an orchestra. Okay, a violin and the flute, suppose both the played at the same time in orchestra. Now both the sound travel through the same medium, okay, in air medium, and both the sound travel at the same speed, but the sounds we receive are the different. This is due to the different characteristics associated with the sound. Okay, so this is the pitch. Pitch is one of the characteristics. So again, I repeat, that is violin and the flute may both the played at the same time in the orchestra. Okay. Now both the sound travel through the same speed. Okay, and same medium, same speed and the same medium. But the sound we receive are the different. That is flute and violin. This is due to the different characteristics associated with the sound. Now here, that is the brain interpret the frequency of emitted sound is called the pitch. Okay, how the brain interprets the frequency and emitted sound, it is known as the pitch. The faster the vibration, higher is the frequency. Okay, faster the vibration, it has a higher the frequency, and higher is the pitch. Okay, here, that is the here how the brain interprets the frequency of emitted sound is known as the pitch. Faster the vibration, higher is the frequency, and higher is the pitch. Similarly, high-pitched sound correspond to more number of compression and rarefaction passing through fixed the point per unit time, as shown in the figure, that is 12.9, second figure. Okay, high-pitched sound corresponds to more number of compression and rarefaction passing a fixed point per unit time. Okay, so here the magnitude of maximum disturbance in the medium on either side of the mean value, it is known as the amplitude. Okay, capital A. The magnitude of the maximum disturbance in the medium on either side of the mean value is called the amplitude. Okay, capital A. Okay. And SI unit of amplitude, that is meter. Okay, SI unit of amplitude is the meter. Here the amplitude of the sound wave depends upon the force. Amplitude of the sound wave depend upon the force. That is here. That is if we strike the table lightly. Okay, if we strike the table lightly, slowly. So we hear a soft sound. We can listen the soft sound because we produce the sound wave having less amplitude. That is less energy or the less amplitude. Okay, and loud sound can travel larger distance as it is associated with the higher energy. Okay, so here as it moves away from the source, its amplitude as well as loudness decreases. Here this, so that is figure, that is 12.10 figure. Okay, the wave shape of loud and soft sound of the same frequency. Okay, this figure, that is 12.10 figure, shows the wave shapes of loud and soft sound of the same frequency. So here a sound of single frequency is known as the tone. The sound of a single frequency is called the tone. And the sound which is produced with the mixture of several frequency, is known as the knot. It is known as the knot. And it is pleasant to listen to. And noise is unpleasant to the ear. Noise is unpleasant to the ear. Okay. So as you know that music is pleasant to the ear and of reach of the quality. So here this question we discuss, that is which wave property determine, that is loudness and pitch. So which wave property determines in loudness? In loudness, that is higher amplitude, and second, that is pitch, frequency of the wave. Now second question, guess which sound has a higher pitch, guitar or car horn? So as you know that we know that the guitar sound has a higher pitch. Okay. So here now next one, that is speed of the sound. That is, as we know that speed is equal to distance upon time. Speed is equal to distance upon time. So distance is a wavelength upon time. So wavelength measured, that is lambda, and time, that is capital T. Okay. So nu is equal to lambda into 1 upon T. Lambda into 1 upon T. Okay. So lambda is the wavelength of the sound wave and T is the time period. Okay. And T is the time period. Okay, and lambda is the wavelength. So here, as we know that is nu is equal to lambda into 1 upon t. So lambda, that is nu is equal to lambda into 1 upon, that is lambda into v. Okay, that is 1 upon, that is v is equal to 1 upon t, that is inversely proportional time period. Okay, frequency is the, so speed is equal to wavelength multiplied by frequency. Speed is equal to wavelength multiplied by frequency.